Hi there, Retro Tech Ralph here. Next part of the Atari ST saga, shall we say. Right, we have here the 1040 STF. I'm sure I could pencil an M on there eventually, but this is the good version, shall we say. So we have a good, clean, gorgeous looking, little bit yellowed, nothing over the top and nothing I'm going to flap about just yet for retro brighting, maybe for another time. So, basing. We have a good metal interference shield from the 520 and the 1040 board with the extra memory. So the board goes with the base because the whole, damn you memory. I'll be right back. Nothing to see here. Well, I know what somebody's done on this. This is obviously the new RF modulator on a 1040 upgrade, which is fine. You just made it into an STFm without actually buying an FM, but you've drilled a hole in here in the right place for that modulator, but made it. Well, there's a bevel on the. Don't you dare! There's a bevel on the hole, which basically means it's not a straight hole in. There's a edge on it. So what I've just done is drill a straight hole and try to make it better than what they did. It's not a perfectly round hole, but it's not beveled. Means if it's a straight hole like that, it means it's like that. Simple. I used to do beveling myself at a steel firm. So with the hole in place, it's not perfectly round, it's more, it's a straight edge, so I can get away with that with the board behind it, so that's better. Base clean, says STF. I will put an M on there, like I say. Get rid of the bit, and if anybody wants a tour of the garage, get in touch. If not, well, the offer's there. So we have the board from the F, and I don't care. I am classing this, and ask whoever on Discord, and they will say the same. I think what I'm going to do is the best thing for rusted parts is distilled vinegar. Now, leave it in place on it. Oh. See, the FM parts were perfect because they were stored in a place where there were no problems. This could only end up in disaster. Just want some vinegar to squirt out on the top of there. And I'll rub off afterwards. It's just the galvanizing part that will be removed, hopefully. Just where it's been stored, obviously, over the years. It's a little bit damp, which is worrying me a little bit about the garage. So I've got some stuff in here, the games that you might have seen if you've a regular to the garage. If you're not, then I've got loads of consoles in here, and I don't really want any of them, including the boxes on some of the mint ones, or not so mint, to absorb the moisture over the winter. We're in October now, so I don't really want them to get worse. The only other place I can store these is in the loft, and that's not the best place to store them because it's too hot in there in summer. So out here it's too cold and damp in the garage. It's not an attached garage, it's like the house is there and the garage is kind of here behind, but there's no heating in here. It's as warm as what I can make it from my own body heat, and that's it. So what you do with these, with the rust parts, is you just leave the vinegar and let it do its thing. It's already coming off, as you can see there. Come on, zoom in. That is rust parts just rub straight off. So it's coming, but leave it and it will come eventually. The board doesn't look bad on this now I've cleaned it. There's a certain couple of areas what I'll do, because the board has obviously been in the damp, like the casing from the other one that I put on the evil version of the 520, shall we say. If you'd seen the last video, links are in the one. Yeah, I'd love to do bits to describe the last. Please link here to the last video, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do it in the future. I'm gonna sat there thinking, well, my project didn't do anything, but I'll just tidy up certain bits. Yeah, I might do eventually, and add on links and stuff. Ooh, hello. I bent the keyboard pin there. Always be careful if you bend stuff at this age, because this is 1980, probably 89, 88, 89. Be bloody careful because it's chuffing old. Next year it's 30 years old, this, and for the look of it, it looks maybe 10-year-old, if not maybe less than. But while the covers getting the vinegar working on it, I'll just put this down. I still don't know why the huge bit of sellotape's there. It's really thick tape. It's kind of weird. So yeah, and that can only get worse over time. Rust will never think, let's make ourselves back into normal stuff, no matter what you do. So you have to do it better, get down to metal, and then hope things get better, which doesn't really happen. Hope never really helps. So you have to make action. Whether it's a case of take that off, take the rust off, soak it in vinegar, get the rust off, and then spray it, fine, do that. It will help you in the very, very, very long term. Glad I live a board like this. Just obviously wish out another chip on there, 4 on here. These are, I'm sure these are TOS chips, the operating system. I'm not bothered about changing them, I'm not bothered moving them. There's no corrosion on any of them, which I'm very, very impressed with. But yeah, so bending things in place would actually matter. It's a gorgeous board, this. It really is a gorgeous board. I'm sure the Amiga is a good looking board as well, and when I get around to having an Amiga in the garage, I will be smitten with that one as well. My plan with the 520 was going to be, because I have these 2 layers of memory, which each one strip are 5, well, each 2 banks are 520. But I was going to get another set and solder them in, which you have to solder them from the top. I don't think you have to solder them from the bottom. Not 100% certain of. The resistors, yes. But you have to do each one resistor for each one of the chips. So if one chip went, it'll blow a resistor maybe, or you have to replace the chip and the resistor. I don't know. I've never got round to that. But But my idea was maybe do these 2 banks on the 520, but we're having this one. I don't need to. I don't care about doing the 520. That's going to be on eBay soon. Whether it's in a box or not, I don't know. I don't care. So let's get down to business, shall we? And let's get a heat shield on this and let's get cracking. Okay, heat shield in place. Oh, you can hold it from it. Right, I'm gonna put the power, if I can find a heat shield. Power supply. I don't need the memory. I'm gonna keep this as a 1 meg only. Power supply in place. I need 2 screws. Plenty. The thinnest thread ones, 1, 2. There. These hold the power supply in. Actually, they don't, do they? These are the metal ones on the heat shroud in place. I've got 4. Why have I got 4? Oh, because I've got the other one for that bit. So I need 2 short ones. That doesn't fit right. What's wrong there? It will fit. By God, it will fit. Done. So power supply's in. I'm not bothered about putting the floppy in, but what I'm going to do is power it up. So I have cable, plug, power off, plug in. I'd rather power off at the wall and plug in than anything. Right, let's put that in our redone thing there. Switcher on. Oh, power on, wall, keyboard. Better keyboard at the 2. Don't know what to do with the 1040 STF. This is starting to be a mammoth operation. So let's put that there. Careful of that. Power's on the wall. Oh, yeah, dumbass. And plug that into there. Oh, damn it. Spoil everything. You. Right, that's in place. Switch on. You obviously heard the crackling and white screen. That's not going. There's no floppy drive, so I don't care. Let's try one. Hey, these are the wrong way around. How on the earth did they do this? Da-da-da. Let's try upside down, shall we? Because that board looks like it goes upside down there. It's the right one, isn't it? Yeah, turn it off. Power's in. If it reads it, then I'm nearly happy. So all I need to do then is faff when the GoTech arrives. In it goes. So power on. Yellow light on, which is, you don't see any of that. Am I just dumbass or what? So yellow light's on. So at least it's not trying this. Let's try the virus disk. It is attempting to think about it. Woohoo! Now, this board has never seen action. And I think I'm about to blow it all up. Because I have forgotten this. Shoot. Okay. It's reading there's a drive in there. I need to be careful now because you took this heat surround off without blowing the whole bloody thing off. Shit. sheep. Damn you. Right, give me a minute. I'm going to come back to you and shout at myself because I'm an idiot. Excuse me. Right, been faffing, and the ST good version is in with a different drive, because the other drive, oh, where is it? Doesn't seem to work. Right, this one here, the open bottom, doesn't want to work properly. I'm guessing the heads have gone, but I'm trying different methods on this one I've got, and out of an old PC. So I don't. Oh, bloody hell. Right. And try a few things on here. So let's try that way around. I'm not sure if the swapping the top and the bottom with the twisting the cable around will work or not. Just try that one without the bloody power in. If the power is easier to switch around. Power on. Lights on green, lights on yellow. White screen on the telly, and there's no activity from the drive. Just seems to be bright, well, light on it. The ST works through the RF modulator, which is not supposed to be on here, and it seems fine. Struggling to get anything on there. The 520 version does work fine. This is a better version of it with the 1040. Okay, that is not working. Simple as. So let's turn the camera around so you can see. God, a bit lighter when I got this Sony working. Right, let's turn because I can't turn the cable around properly. Let's turn the drive round. This isn't essential because the simple thing is I will be using a Gotek on this, and I have an external floppy which I haven't actually tested yet to put any software on here. Right, that's on, lights on. Same as the floppy, hasn't got a light on. Don't want to read that floppy, does it? Because it's on that. The ST does work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that out, because that's a standard floppy drive, which is a 140, which is double-sided, double density in the old terms. Let's leave that one out, and let's take the virus disk out. It did work on the STFm board in the other one, so let's leave that as is. Yes. Get the mouse out. Alright, cheeky bugger. So that's without board. Without mouse. Let's not go there. So, for the time being then, this is done. That there. Mouse out of the way. I have 3 mice. One is going to Dr. A. Big gap on the back of there, which is an original one because it's got the zigzag part there. That will stay as it is. Now this is going to be my ST. Keyboard works fine. Badge I have got. Oh, as I figure out where I've put it, which is the 1040 STF. Now I don't have an STF. Not now, I don't. So I've only swapped this around because there was a crack on the side of this case here, and that does seem to be really good. Maybe that's a weak point on the STs. So I have a box of screws which I need to put in place whenever. I have a metal part which goes there, depending on whether or not I put how the Gore-Tex fits in there. The cable is from the old one. It's even got an old ID connector, which I don't really need, but I'll keep anyway. I'm just looking around what I've left over. I can't find something I'm looking for, and to be honest, I've just forgot what I'm looking for. But this is going to be my ST. Oh yeah, that. Let me find it. I'll get back to you. That was precisely 5 seconds. I found out I've got a vise over there, and it's there. It's taken off the other one. It's as thin as anything metal. I can straighten that out pretty easily and stick that on there. It is an S540 STF. I'll fly it out, and that will be part of this. Just assume it's not an STFm. It has got the M part there, even though it doesn't officially say it. So, but it is a 1040. So, at the minute, until I get the Gore-Tex through, and I have having some major problems with the Gore-Tex. I bought it from some guy, I think it was in Taiwan. Oh, yes, I'm in England, I'm in London. Never believe anybody who says they've got an eBay account in London. For God's sake, don't do it. Because they haven't got an eBay account in London. They're pretending that they're somewhere else for the marketing. And I'm going to start having a word with eBay. Because they let them get away with it. They say they're in England. They say they're in France. They say they're in Germany or whatever. And they're not. They're in Japan. They're in China. They're in Outer Mongolia. I don't know. They're anywhere but where they're supposed to be. It was a case that somebody had got an eBay account and said to me, shall we say, can you store me 1 million units? And when I ask you to send them out, please send them out. Then I'll be happy to. Obviously, I'd take a fee. But, yeah, I'd be happy to. But when that person, if they do, send it out, don't, then I have problems. This guy with the Gore-Tex, I've had him say they've sent 2 out. I'm waiting for a response to my latest email. They've sent 2 out. Don't worry, my friend. It will be arriving. And then that gets me straight away because it's a wrong translation of English. And I wish to God the people from East Asia would get the idea that we know what you're talking about when you don't speak English. The translations on Google really don't help you. Please be honest, please tell us. And I'm waiting for a Gore-Tex, and it'll go in there now. That's all I'm waiting for now, is a Gore-Tex in here. That's why I'm not screwing this thing back together again. Retro Brighton needs doing. It's not bad. The line there wants cleaning, yeah. And this top, the other top wants cleaning. What's that down there? Can you see that? Oh, just put everything away as well. Yep, if anybody in East, or in the East, shall we say, not Russia, not whatever, China, Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, don't care whatever it is, just be honest, for God's sake. You might get better feedback, you might get recommendations from you. But this guy who was selling me the Gore-Tex from Taiwan, I'll tell you what it is if it eventually arrives, but if it doesn't arrive by Monday, then it's Saturday now, then I'm not going to bother. I'm going to buy from somewhere else. So this project is now on hold for the Gore-Tex. And God help me to do the Gore-Tex, because I haven't really got a clue. I've seen Andrew Armstrong's, back office show, his videos on doing the Gore-Tex, and I will be following them to get this working with the Gore-Tex. If not, I don't know. I do trust Andrew Armstrong. I do recommend his videos. Watch them. You'll enjoy them, honestly. They're brilliant. But at the time being, the ST project is on pause. So, thanks a lot for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, and I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Proper project, I don't know what's next. I know I've got the calendars coming through, but everything's done apart from... I don't know. I don't want to chip an Xbox 360. I've got the Xboxes to put bigger hard drives in and put all the games on for a museum. But at the minute... Oh, I know what I can do. There's all them joysticks I got and all the games for this thing I need to sort out. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Yay! Bye then.